First, I want to thank you all for coming. I want to talk about COVID-19, in particular in Iberia Parish, but throughout Region 4. This morning we had our Region 4 teleconference call, and the numbers that we have in Region 4 is quite concerning right now. Iberia Parish, today we had an increase in positive cases of 76. Over the last 10 days in Iberia Parish, our numbers have increased 413 positive cases. We have a total number of 978 cases in Iberia Parish, but that increase of 413 in the last 10 days is very concerning to me. And not only to me, but to the members in the region that we deal with twice a week on this telephone conversation. I'm going to give you some numbers right quick, and the first thing I'm going to start with is the percentage of positive cases that we doing the testing in the region. And the dates are going to be from June the 12th to June the 26th. And I'm going to list all 7 parishes. In Evangeline Parish, on June the 12th, they had a percent of positivity cases of 3.9. On June the 26th, that number is 9.1. So as you can see, it's increasing. In Vermilion Parish, that number was 4.3, and it went up to 8.4. In Lafayette Parish, June 12th, they had a percentage of 9.2, and as of June the 26th, is 15.6. Acadia Parish was 9.6, and now it's 17.5. St. Landry Parish was 5, now it's 7.6. St. Martin Parish had a 19.7% positive case, and now it dropped down to 11.3. Iberia Parish, we had 9.7, and now it's 18.7. So it definitely concerned me in Iberia Parish as to what it is that's taking place in, here. And again, those numbers are from June the 12th to June the 26th. So we do not have the 4th of July gatherings, that events that people may have attended or whatever the case is. But what I want to do right now is make the people make them aware of what's going on in our region. We want to make sure that the people continue to practice social distancing, continue to wash your hands, like we've been saying, for 20 seconds with soap. And make sure if you're positive, you stay at your house, stay inside. Don't go out and mingle with your friends, even if you think you feel good, because this is a very serious virus. And it's not getting any better right now, it's getting worse. And the real reason I wanted to be here today saying this is because we're in phase 2. And I know we want to go to phase 3. However, if the numbers continue the way they are, I can't see, I don't know what's going to happen. So we need to make sure that we're doing our part to try to take care of ourselves and take care of our family members and do what we have to do to practice what we've been talking about for the last several months. I mean, our first case in Iberia Parish was on March the 19th. And I really thought that we had got the biggest number reported. But the 76 that we have today is the largest number we've ever gotten since this whole epidemic started. So for me, it's very important. I want the people of Iberia Parish to understand that I'm on it. We as a region, our next call is going to be on Thursday at 11 o'clock. So we have these calls every Monday at 11 and Thursday at 11. And we discuss all of this. It's very important to us that, the people that's on the phone call, you have all of the mayors, all of the parish presidents, the Louisiana Department of Health and Hospital. And in fact, the numbers I just gave you come from Dr. Stefanski this morning. So these are not numbers that I'm calculating. These are numbers that's actually reported to us. I think the biggest thing some people need to do is maybe change their behavior of how they're doing things. Take it serious. Wear your mask if you're out in public. Everything we see, when we see the numbers increase, you have to understand that our ICU numbers are increasing. Our hospitalization is increasing over the last 2 weeks. So it's very important to me. I don't want to be here all day. If you have any questions about anything, I'll take any questions you have. But it's very important that we start to maybe go back to the basics and try to keep this, get this under control where we can stop this spread. Any questions from anyone?
I know for a region like Lafayette, bars have kind of started to be a big issue. Is that something y'all are seeing out here, or do y'all see a trend of maybe what's causing this aside from maybe just families getting together for holidays?
And what we're seeing so far in Iberia Parish is just community spread. We're not seeing it from bars or anything in particular right now. In fact, that question was asked this morning to Dr. Stefanski. And of course, in Iberia Parish, I don't see that. Of course, Iberia Parish is not as large as Lafayette. We don't have as many locations that people maybe go out and hang out in Iberia Parish like we do, or like Lafayette have.
Around most of the hospitals in Region 4, the occupancy rate's looking around 70%. What are you looking at in Iberia?
Well, Iberia Parish hospitals, when I spoke to Dion, we wasn't at capacity, but we're getting pretty close. I would say 70%. We might be a little bit higher than that. I can't tell you exactly what the percentage is right now, but I don't think we're under 70.
What's maybe our current game plan right now for testing publicly, and do y'all have a reason to maybe expand that moving forward with the numbers going up?
Absolutely. We have like 7 different locations where we're testing right now. We test all over the place. I mean, we test at the different schools. We test at parks. Currently, we have the Louisiana National Guard doing testing. I can't remember where they're going to be tomorrow. I think it's going to be in Lydia Park. But we have been testing at parks. We've been testing at the hospital. We're testing at Walmart. We're testing in several locations. On our website, we have that information right now. If anyone wants to find out where we're doing testing, just simply go to Iberia Parish Government website. All that information is there.
I came in on the tail end of this. I apologize for being late. Is the theme here today that Iberia Parish is getting better in the coronavirus war, or is it kind of sliding backwards?
The theme here today, I would have to say, is that our numbers are going up. And it concerns me that our numbers are going up. And my message to the people of Iberia Parish, as well as the people of this region, but in particular Iberia Parish, is to maybe go back to the basics. When you just take this issue it's a very concerning issue. It's a very serious matter. So I think the people of Iberia Parish need to go back to maybe some of the things that they were doing before we got into phase 2. Continue doing what you're doing, but just practice personal hygienes and social distancing and things of that nature.
When you say go back to basics, does that mean maybe go back to phase 1?
No, sir. Absolutely not.
All right, can you clarify that for me?
Yes, I will. I mean, making sure that you're washing your hands for the 20 seconds with soap and using whatever it is that you're using to wash your hands with. Staying at least 6 feet away from people. If you're feeling sick, don't go out and mingle with people. Those are what I call basics. I'm not talking about going back to phase 1. And the reason I'm here today is to try to make sure that we practice personal hygiene so we don't go back to phase 1. It's very important that we move forward, not backwards. So I figure if I wouldn't come here today and give this message, and the numbers are increasing like they are, we may be moving backwards. When you take a look at, of course, all of you are aware that the federal government talks about that number of 10% of the percent of positivity when you're talking about the different cases that you're receiving. Well, on June the 12th, our region 4, had an 8.9% positivity rate. As of June the 26th, we're at 13.3, so we're above the 10. So I think it's very important that people understand where we are and that we take precautions. You know, this thing is not going away, and we just need to make sure that whatever we're doing, we're being safe. We want to continue to move forward. We don't want to go backwards. We want to continue to move forward, but just take care of yourself. Yes, sir.
One other thing, other parishes are, the fire department's obviously responsible for occupancy rates.
Yes. I don't know about that.
Is Iberia Parish, or the fire district here, are they doing inspections and looking for compliance?
Yes, we use, the fire department is, but also the state fire marshal's office is where we're getting most everything done in Iberia Parish. So they're the ones that's going around doing the checking out what's going on, not necessarily Iberia Parish Fire Department.
Are you getting any kind of reports back from them on the compliance rate in Iberia?
Yes, I am. And a lot of the businesses are doing very well. There are some businesses that they had to give warnings to. And when they went back, they were in compliance or whatever. But they have been giving warnings.
Are you seeing that maybe people are getting a little more lackadaisical in their approach to the virus, seeing that, you know, we went through a phase 1, which was basically everyone cooped up in their house, a lot of restrictions. And now with phase 2, many things opening up, reopening. We just had a holiday weekend. You can see the pictures not only from Louisiana, but from across the nation, where people just seem like they're not necessarily taking it seriously, maybe. And are you seeing that here too? And that could be the reason why the numbers are going up.
I think, I shouldn't say, I would say some people. I would say some people may not be taking it as serious as maybe others are. We have a lot of people in Iberia Parish that's very, very concerned about the virus in Iberia Parish, and they're doing any and everything that they can possibly do to stay safe and keep their families safe. And then there may be others that's just not as, maybe not putting the effort or don't believe that they should be doing certain things or whatever. And I guess when it comes to me, my information is based on our healthcare professionals. I mean, I'm on the phone with them literally almost every day, but I'm on a teleconference with them twice a week. And on that phone call, we have not only the Department of Health and Hospital, we have the governor's office, we have GOSEP, we have every parish president in the whole region, we have the mayors. You know, it's just a lot of people involved in what's going on. So we all get the same message. It's just that apparently some of us are interpreting it different.
I know that nursing homes have been a big issue with coronavirus over the past few months.
Yes, sir.
Can you specifically talk about nursing homes and where those nursing homes, those facilities stand with the rate of infection and possibly even the deaths in
Yes.
nursing homes?
Nursing homes was a major concern for Iberia Parish at one point in time. We're not there anymore. We are doing very, very well in our nursing homes right now. The numbers, the increase in numbers that we're seeing right now is community spread. It's not isolated into a particular area. It's community spread. That's the concern. It's always a concern. It was a major concern when it was nursing homes, but we knew the locations. It's community spread now. And we have to be very, very careful, because if you're having more and more people, and the good thing about this, more and more people are getting tested. So we are starting to get real numbers as to what's going on in Iberia Parish, and that's where we want to be. We want to know what's going on. But at the same time, I just want to make sure that people are taking care of themselves and trying to do the things that they need to do to protect themselves and others.
The numbers statewide show that the biggest category that's growing right now are young people, 18 to 24 or 25. Is that also being seen here in Iberia
Well,
Parish?
in fact, I asked that question this morning, and I couldn't get a direct number on that. But the younger people are certainly the ones that you have more younger people now that's being tested positive. But I can't tell you what that number is in Iberia Parish. And I can't tell you what that number is in the region, because we asked that this morning and I didn't get an answer. And I try to relay information that I get from the Department of Health and Hospital. I don't make up anything. So what I relay to you is what it is that I'm getting.
If the trend continues according to the numbers, then where are we going to see ourselves 1, 2, 3 months down the road with the numbers?
Well, I guess if you take a look at what's been happening in the past, the governor will make his decisions, from what I can see, strictly on numbers. And the governor is the one that's leading this in the state right now. So I'm not exactly sure when he's coming back to do another press conference. But I can tell you that I'm pretty sure he wouldn't be, with the numbers going up and not down, I don't know what he's going to do, but I can't tell you where we're going to be, because I can't predict that. I mean, if the numbers are down, we're going to be moving forward. I would have to assume, and that's an assumption. I can't speak for the governor or anyone else, and don't want to speak for the governor or any parish president or any mayor. But if the numbers continue to go up, I don't know what's going to happen, as far as what they're going to do. I can tell you, if the numbers continue to go up in Iberia Parish, I will be making some adjustments. Now that I can tell you. And I can't tell you until the numbers go up from where they are right now.
Well,
I don't like to do hypotheticals.
Sure. But obviously, you're in a kind of a planning process.
Yes.
It's fluid. What would some of those plans be?
I would, listen, I'm actually gonna have a meeting, I think we're scheduling a meeting, trying to schedule a meeting for Wednesday, with different, with the hospital and the sheriff and the district attorneys and the judge and the school board. So we're in the process of doing all of that right now. I can't give you that information until I know.
Sure. And what would the theme of that meeting be?
To discuss what's going on and what's happening with COVID-19. That's what the meeting is about.
Sure.
And that's the farthest I'm gonna go. I'm not the kind of person to tell you things I don't know. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay. Any other questions? Yes, sir. You good? No questions? No questions? Any? Okay. Thank you all so much. I appreciate it 100. Thank you.